Dear students, welcome to the session 13 of Unit 2 work study, Material Handling. So let us see the introduction of Material Handling System. So Material Handling System is a systematic and scientific method of moving, packing and storing of material in appropriate and suitable location. Raw materials form a critical part of manufacturing as well as service organization. In an organization, a considerable amount of material handling is done in one form or the other. This movement is either done by manually or through an automated process. Throughout material handling process, significant safety and health challenges are presented to workers as well as management. Therefore, manual material handling is of prime concern for health and safety of the professionals, and they must determine practical ways of reducing health risks to the workers. Manual material handling ranges from movement of raw material, work in process, finished goods, rejects, scraps, packing material, etc. These materials are of different shapes and size as well as weight. Let us see the main objectives of the material handling system. So first is should be able to determine appropriate distance to be covered. Second is facilitate the reduction in material damage as to improve quality. Next is reducing overall manufacturing time by designing efficient material movements. Next is to improve material flow control, creation and encouragement of safe and hazard-free work condition, improve productivity and efficiency, and better utilization of time and equipment. Now let's see the various classification of material handling system. In this, the material handling system can be classified as conveyor, cranes, industrial trucks, and so many other type of other classification like positioning equipments, unit load formation equipments, storage equipments, and identification and control equipments. So this list is exhausting. We can read some of the few like chute conveyor, wheel conveyor, roller conveyor, chain conveyor, sled conveyor, etc. Cranes are jeep crane, bridge crane, gantry crane, and trucks may be hand truck, pallet truck, hockey truck, pallet trucks, etc. The positioning equipment are listed. So all this material handling system can be classified and we can use as per our requirement. Let's see the various principles of a good material handling system. First is the orientation principle, that is to study the system relationship thoroughly prior to preliminary planning in order to identify existing methods and problems and physical and economical constraints and to establish future requirements and goals. Next is planning. Establish a plan to include basic requirement, desirable options, and consideration of contingencies for all material handling and storage activities. Third one is the system principle. Integrate those handling and storage which are economically viable into a coordinated system of operation, including receiving, storing, production, assembly, packaging, warehousing, shipping and transportation. Next one is the unit load principle. Handle product in a unit load as large as possible. Space utilization principle. Make effective utilization of all cubic space. Standardization principle. Standardize handling methods and equipments wherever possible. Seventh is the ergonomic principle. Recognize the human capabilities and limitations by designing material handling equipment and procedures for effective interaction with the people using the system. That includes energy consumption of material handling system and material handling procedures when making comparisons or preparing economic justification. Next is environmental principle, to minimize the adverse effect on the environment when selecting material handling equipment and procedures. Next is mechanization principle. Mechanize the handling process where feasible to increase efficiency and economy in the handling of materials. Next is the flexibility principle, that is using methods and equipment which can perform a variety of tasks under a variety of operating conditions. Next one is the simplification principle, is to simplify the handling by eliminating, reducing or combining unnecessary movements and equipment. Next one is the gravity principle. Utilize gravity to move material wherever possible while respecting limitations concerning safety, product damage and loss. Next one is the safety principle. Provide safe material handling equipment and methods which follow existing safety codes and regulations in addition to accrued experience. Next is the computerization principle. Consider computerization in material handling and storage systems when circumstances warrant for improved material and information control. Layout principle. Prepare an operational sequence and equipment layout for all viable system solutions. Then select the alternative systems which best integrates efficiency and effectiveness. Next one is the cost principle. Compare the economical justification of alternative solutions in the equipment and methods on the basis of economic effectiveness as measured by expenses per unit handled. Next one is the maintenance principle. Prepare a plan for preventive maintenance and schedule repairs on all material handling equipment. Next one is the reliability principle. Provide reliable and dependable material handling equipment from manufacturers who have demonstrated quality and longevity in the industry. Last is the obsolescence principle. Encourage preparation for equipment policy as to enjoy appropriate economic advantage. So in this chart we can see how to select the material handling system properly. So first of all, we have to see the material flow requirements and select the parameters and values. So first of all, we have to select the material flow requirements, and according to the selection of the material and its parameter value, we have to see and check the technical feasibility of that material handling system. After that, we have to take the various database of material handling equipment, that material handling system and characteristics of that MH system, and after that from various material handling alternatives we have to check the detailed material flow data and detailed equipment data, and from the all alternatives we have to check for the economical feasibility, and then after we have to select the material handling system. So in this figure we can see the various material handling system like pallets, cartoons and packaging material, as well as the containers. We can see the various robotic material handling system, circular table, conveyor belt, hoist, bucket conveyor and roller conveyors. We can see the screw conveyor and trolley conveyor and gantry cranes. These are the various types of hand trolley and trucks, tractor and trailer. And here we can see the various stacking device stacks for storage. Here we have AGVs, that is automatic guided vehicles, vehicle for passenger and forklift trucks. So all this material handling system that we can select and choose according to our requirement of material, requirement of handling, and checking the different criteria and parameters during the selection process. So that's all in this session. Have a nice day.